Meteorologist Jeff Forgeron, who's tracking this, don't want to call it a heat wave, I guess, right? Because it's not quite that, but quite warm for this time of year.
Very warm for this time of year, about 20 to 25 degrees above normal. About an hour ago, I was talking about the conditions up on the mountain. I wanted to circle back and show you this view from our Adventure Park at Ski Bowl camera. This is shot from the top of the Pizzazz ski run, looking down toward Government Camp. Take a look at all of the bare ground along that ski run. In fact, on the bottom left portion of the screen, you can kind of make out Government Camp, and I can hardly see any snow out there. Obviously, there's plenty of snow in the higher elevations of Mount Hood, but right now it's 53 degrees, so we're starting off way above freezing out at Government Camp. And another live look from Timberline Lodge. It looks like it's a little bit glitchy out there. Yesterday morning, there were some patches of snow on the rooftop. This morning, I'm not seeing much of any snow, although there's plenty of snow in the back country, and I'll get into that in just a second. Again, 53, though, at Government Camp. Bare roads through the Cascade Passes, 55 at Frog Lake, and we're at 49 apiece from Timberline Lodge to Mount Hood Meadows. So this is an updated look at the snow depth at Timberline Lodge and Mount Hood Meadows. There's roughly 10.4 feet of snow outside of Timberline Lodge and about 6.2 feet of snow at Mount Hood Meadows. Is that normal for this time of year? Unfortunately, it's just below normal at about 86% of normal for this time of year. So the snowpack is quickly melting, not just across the northern portion of the state. Take a look at the southern portion of the state. We're seeing anywhere from 26% of the normal snowpack in southeast Oregon to about 40% of the normal snowpack in southwest Oregon. So dwindling snowpack because of the above normal temperatures that we're experiencing. I don't really see much of any snow coming unless if we're looking in the highest elevations of the Cascades next week. And an update on the drought that we're experiencing in the Willamette Valley. I know we've had recent rainfall. It seems like it's pretty lush out there, but this is a look at the rainfall since the start of the water year, which begins October 1st, and we're currently experiencing a rainfall deficit in excess of 9 inches. So we could certainly use some rainfall. Luckily, we do have some in the forecast next week, but we're not expecting any rainfall really this weekend unless we look into late Sunday where we could see some isolated thunderstorms. Here's a look at the forecast, though. Temperatures are going to be warming up quickly today. We'll see some high, thin cirrus clouds, but high should make it into the mid to upper 80s with a gusty east wind at 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting up to 30 miles per hour. And if you live on the east side of the metro area or the west side of the Columbia River Gorge, the wind is going to be even stronger. Now, tomorrow, we're going to start to see a wind reversal, first along the coast and eventually into the valleys. And that's going to lead to a bit of a cooling trend back into the low to mid 80s on Mother's Day. Still going to be quite warm out there for this time of year. And I think late Sunday, along some of the elevated terrain, the Cascades, the Coast Range, we could see some isolated thunderstorms, some of which may sneak into some of the valleys. But Monday into Tuesday, we have a better chance for scattered showers. That's when highs will dip back into the 70s and 60s. So if you're not a big fan of this warm weather, cooler weather is coming our way in a couple of days or so.